going to...
You can begin at will.
All right. Hello.
You need to talk about
through the mic. Okay.
Use the volume of the computer.
Yes. Is that working? I can't hear you. But can you hear me? Okay. So we'll have to figure out how to...
What about the volume?
The volume's at max, so
Max volume.
unless...
It's okay. Then I have a connector.
Okay. That's my husband. Say hello. I can't hear you, unfortunately. I think we might need to connect a headphone type jack thing. I'm not sure.
To headphone, please.
Yes.
Try to reach to the wall. That's right. What about?
How about now? Try saying something.
It's not working.
Not working. Let's see. Oh, try now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you? I think that's it. We're good. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
You can full screen.
Oh, I can do full screen? Oh, yeah.
It's gone.
It's you. But yes, it's like full screen, yeah.
Well, when you can do the video conference,
Right.
and at the same time we are going to making the live streaming.
Right. Okay, great. Yeah, so I think this will work.
Yes.
Yes.
You can speak with the microphone.
Okay.
Just release this.
Yeah.
Strength.
Strength. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Great.
You can go all around in the hall.
Okay.
Speaking.
All right.
Follow you with the camera.
Okay. All right. Testing this.
Now you can speak.
Okay. And I can walk around and it will follow me? Okay. Yes. Hello, class. This is interesting.
I have a question. Where are you from?
I'm originally from the East Coast. Pennsylvania is where I spent most of my high school and college years. But then I've been living in the Southwest part of the United States since 2008, when I moved to Tucson and went to graduate school. And so I'm coming most recently from New Mexico, which is Portales, New Mexico. And it's a small university called Eastern New Mexico University.
Pretty cool. It's very good to have you here visiting us, and we are glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. It's really exciting for me. This is my first time to Mexico. I've been to the border town of Nogales, but it's so much different than this, where it's.
The image you have. Pretty cool. Some funny experience?
A funny experience? Well, let's see. That so puts me on the spot. So I can tell you an interesting experience. I have been at another institution outside of the US. I went to Beijing in 2013, and so I had an opportunity to do this kind of faculty exchange with a university in Beijing, which was a really interesting opportunity and very different.
Wow, you have so many hours in the plane.
Yeah, that was a long, long plane ride. That was, I think it was 17 or 18 hours from Los Angeles to Beijing. So,
wow.
Yeah, and that's not like counting
Miles
like
and
the
miles
time
away.
change. That's just hours sitting on a plane.
Pretty good. What do you think about Beijing?
Beijing it's a really big city. It's huge. The university that I was at was enormous, like several thousand students there.
Wow.
And everything was very populated. You couldn't go anywhere to, like,
People everywhere.
be without people. They took me to the Great Wall, and it was just tons of tourists up and down, the wall. There was no opportunity to take a picture without somebody else in there. And the funny thing was, so this is a funny thing, because I'm American and they don't see a lot of Americans, or people would come up to me while I'm in China and ask to have their photograph taken with me, because I guess it's so unusual to see a Caucasian person that they were like.
Then you were famous.
Yeah, I was famous.
Pretty cool. ¿Qué pueden decirnos de cómo se está viendo la imagen en YouTube? What about our image in YouTube? Ahora pueden verse a ustedes mismas. En YouTube busca ICA CU y latina C de casa, A de ángel, espacio, C de ciudad, U de universitaria. Debe tener en rojo en vivo ahora.
What's that? Oh, we don't? Oh, no.
We're still in live streaming, don't worry.
Okay. Whoop. Mm-hmm.
We need you to talk something about to hear your voice.
Okay. I'll just keep talking then. I'm not very good at impromptu talking. I can lecture you about graphic design in English. Let's see. What do we have?
You have very good signal and very good audio.
Sorry, what?
We have very good image and very good audio in the live streaming.
Yeah, okay.
Just a little delay, about 10 to 14 seconds.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So, oops, not the right one. This is my lecture for my art history class when I come back. So I teach a history of graphic design class, and so so far we've talked about the avant-garde or the Art Nouveau period from around 1890s to the 1910s, and then our next unit is they're actually taking tests tomorrow while I'm gone on all of that, so they're super excited. But we'll be starting to talk about how Art Nouveau was replaced by much more kind of modern ideas. So at the turn of the century, people were thinking about modernity and kind of this modernism, and they were asking questions about what it's like to be living in the modern world. And so there was this shift and change in the kind of art that was taking place. And so we start to see movements of much more abstract kind of artwork and design. So first I'm going to talk about object posters, or Sachplatz, which translates to object poster. It was a movement in Germany. And it was this use of minimalist styles in poster design, and it was occurring roughly during the periods of 1905 to 1920. And it was really a push against the ideas of Art Nouveau, which were very excessive, kind of decorative elements, and the use of organic material, and the kind of bold, flat contour lines. It was led by a German named Lucian Bernhard, and it utilized simple, direct modes of visual expression. It kind of stems out of the work by Peter Brennan set forth at the end of the Art Nouveau in Germany. The kind of turn of the century, we see advertising agencies springing up and kind of commissioning graphic designers to create ads and work to venture into this world of advertising. And Lucian Bernhard was a designer, illustrator, who kind of fell into the practice of graphic design. He created this piece which sort of set the precedence for the object poster. So this is a poster for a brand of matches called Pricer, and the interesting story behind this, which my students will be reading in their text, is that he created this on a whim. He started by creating posters in the style of Art Nouveau, and it was very much kind of these wafty kind of pillars of smoke and very organic kinds of shapes and the S-curves that were typical of Art Nouveau period. And when he showed this work to others, they were unclear about what the advertisement was for. And so he slowly pared down his design until it was just the object itself of the matches with the brand name, instead of all of the kind of decorative elements that Art Nouveau typically had. And this piece he put up in front because at the time ad agencies often did things by sort of competition style, so you had to put your work forward and then it was selected by a committee. And so those matches and this design was too controversial in some ways for the people that served on that committee. But the person that was in charge of sort of the company and the design selection wanted this piece. It had been thrown in the trash or in the pile of trash designs, and he said, no, this is the piece that's going to be the piece that will kind of sell our product. And so this image is so extraordinary because it totally changes the way that design was created. Instead of using lots of types of things to embellish the design, it takes this much more kind of new and modern approach to design. Are we good? Awesome. Great.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very, very, very good.
All right. Is there a restroom on this level? Bathroom?